صراحة من أجمل اللحظات في الهند. يوم طلعت من فندق التاج توجهت إلى أحد القصور القديمة، تساءلت عن من اللي يملك هذا كله. قالوا لي المهرانة 76 لجيبور. تساءلت عن حياته وتساءلت عن بعض الأشياء وطلبت في لقائه، كلها لحظات وجاني الجواب بموافقة لي أن أقابل ملك أوديبور 76. كان لقاء الصراحة جدا شيق، ودخلت بيته اللي كان يدير فيه أبوه وأجداده كلهم حكم أوديبور على مر المئات السنين، ويعتبرونهم أيضا أقدم عائلة حكم في العالم كله. لقاء فريد، خلكم معنا. Maharana Arvind Singh Mewar, thank you very much for having us here in a beautiful castle. We are very excited about the history here in the whole area. We were in many places, many castles, and you are the 76th Maharana of Mewar. Tell me about it.
Our family goes back nearly 1400 years. Our founding father, Bapa Rawal, started in 734. He was our first ancestor, and he founded the house of Mewar, which was 76 generations ago.
So this family considered one of the oldest ruling family in the world.
It is considered the oldest family in the world.
The oldest family in the world. So
and documented.
And documented. So it's very interesting to see all these descendants and to see all this ruling from this. And I'm very sure that you witness a lot of conquest here in Mewar, a lot of wars in the history. Tell me about it.
Well, several attempts have been made by the foreign powers to come and take over the state of Mewar and then Udaipur, because they did not want anyone to have this sort of a legacy to survive and continue, because that was very envious for them. But, and we did defend ourselves time to time on many occasions, and we were very fortunate that we did not let this come to an end.
And how your ancestors handled the situation?
How did they handle it was in the good old days, it was just plain and simple war and might. You had to be stronger than your enemy to be able to survive.
Right. You know, I would like to talk a very important subject about your grandfather. He's the one who witnessed the transition between a princely state to an Indian one state. How did he handle it?
My father more than my grandfather, although my grandfather did merge the state of Udaipur. So technically he was there, but in effect, it was my father who from 55 onwards steered the direction as far as Udaipur is concerned into free and democratic India. And we are very happy that today we are a part of the Republic of India, because that is what we've always tried to achieve, keep India independent. And now that we have a flourishing democracy and a stable democracy, we feel that our efforts of so many centuries has come into fruition.
So you don't think so you will practice politics?
Personally, the answer is no, because I'm not very good at politics.
I see.
Therefore, I did not decide to go into politics.
Shrinji,
A lot of our brother princes preferred to go into politics, so they have gone into politics. Some have been very successful and some not so successful, but this is how it is.
Shrinji, there is a lot of valuable items that comes from 1,000 years ago that's your hold in your property, and castles all around Udaipur that's owned by you. What's the most valuable items means a lot to you?
I don't think, when you say valuable, I don't think the money value.
No. I mean the personal value. Absolutely not the money, because
There are
everything.
many historically valuable or emotionally valuable artifacts belonging to the family. Some very deeply connected. Yes, we are very proud to own them.
Taj Lake Palace, one of the best building that I ever seen. That's beautiful marble in the middle of the lake. It's absolutely stunning, breathtaking, the building from the inside, everything. But why would you convert it to a hotel?
You must understand that it became very difficult for us after 1947 to maintain these huge palaces. Had to be converted into tangible assets. And father, quite prudently and quite correctly, and also on time, converted the Lake Palace, which used to be our summer home, into a commercial success. And you now describe it as one of the best hotels you've stayed in.
Yes, and as Mrs. Kennedy, she came here in 1963.
That's right.
And did she recommend that this palace, you must convert it to a hotel? So the idea of the hotel came from Mrs. Kennedy?
Oh no, Mrs. Kennedy, by the time Mrs. Kennedy came here, this place was almost half done.
So,
It's a nice story to say that
I see.
Mrs. Kennedy suggested it, but father had by that time converted quite a bit of it.
I've been to the palace. I have seen a lot of rooms in the Lake Palace. And then the general manager told me, before I see the room, I told the general manager, show me the best room. The best room you have in the palace. He told me, okay, let me show you at least 5 rooms, and then you tell me what's the best room. And he showed me 5 rooms, and I cannot really say what's the
You
the
couldn't
best.
make up your mind.
I cannot make up your mind. It's absolutely stunning, amazing. And how was the life at the Lake Palace at that time?
Well, we were very young children. It was great fun. I mean, going onto an island and running around and doing the normal things which children do.
So it's when you go there today. So it reminds me of a lot of history from the Isles, from a lot of places. Still, you remember?
Yes, but it changed a lot.
It changed a lot.
Changed a lot.
I understand from your royal family that the crown prince been elected by the first son of Maharana. So, and you are the second son of the Maharana. How you been elected to be the Maharana?
Because my older brother filed a legal suit against my father to separate from the family and wanted his settlement. So if you ask for settlement, you can take your settlement, but you can't be the head of the family of the rest of the family.
Oh, yes, very interesting. And also
You can't have both.
Yes. So, and you'll pass it to your son. You have a son and two daughters. Tell me about their life, how they live as their father is the Maharana. Do they have a normal life?
No, I think very normal life. We all did. I mean, I don't know why people think that there was a special life. There wasn't any such thing as a special life.
Because Indian magazines, Indian newspaper says your family is one of the 7 Maharana family. They still practice their life from years ago.
There are a lot of functions and rituals which are ancient. I'm sorry, but the press just does get a bit carried away.
There is a very interesting story about Jack Mandar Island that's connected with Taj Mahal. Where is the story?
Prince Khurram, who was Jahangir's 6th son, was fighting with his father and wanted to kill him and become the king. Got pushed out of Delhi in Agra. So he came to my forefathers and asked them for asylum. So they were given, he and his people were given asylum in the city of Udaipur and for a short while on the island of Jamandar.
Talking about asylum, Shrinji, also you gave asylum in the Indian Revolution against the British when the revolution happened in late 19th century. You gave asylum to the families of British to your
Ladies
palace.
and children.
To the
Ladies and children of the army officers serving at the cantonment.
And Jack Mandar.
Also in Jamandar.
I see. And how long was it, did you give them asylum? For how long they stayed there?
I think the British family stayed for a month or so, and then they were ceremonially and with proper protection sent back to their cantonment.
I see. It's very interesting. Maharana, thank you very much for your time. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
من بعد أن انتهيت من اللقاء الفريد مع حفيد الملوك وملك جيبور ال76، دعاني هو نفسه أن أروح إلى القصر التي كان يدير فيه كل الحكم أجداده لكل أوديبور. الصراحة قطعة فنية معمارية من أجمل ما رأيت. شوفوا القصر. من أمام قصر المدينة هذا المبنى الجميل اللي تم بداية بنيانه في سنة 1559 لإدارة مملكة ميوار بالكامل. هذه قلب عاصمتها وهي أوديبور الجميلة. الملكية يعتبر ملكية هذا القصر الجميل ترجع إلى المهرانة ال76 لهذه المملكة الجميلة، آربس سينغ ميوار، ملك ميوار. مبنى جدا قديم ويتحدث عن أمور تاريخية وكبيرة شهد الكثير من التطورات وتغير كبير لمملكة ميوار. واخيرا حصلنا على تصريح بان ندخل جزيره جارمن ايلاند. هذه الجزيره القديمه اللي يرجع عمرها لاكثر من 400 سنه، فهي فكره جزيره ايضا قصر البحر. طلعت من هنا الكثير من التاريخ، الكثير من العمران، الكثير من الامور اللي يشهده هذا المكان الاثري القديم. This island is a historical island. It's an absolutely unique island. Tell me about it more.
This was built during the reign of Maharana Karan Singh Ji, 1620 to 1608 and 1628, and after that Maharana Jagat Singh first completed this island and termed as titled as Jagavandir Island Palace. And most important part is that Prince Khurram, presently we call him Shah Jahan, son of Jahangir,
Yes.
was here due to having some issues with his father, and he was stayed here in 1623.
So he claimed asylum here.
Yes, and that's one of the very important part of the history of this palace.
I see. So he was inspired by Taj Mahal.
Yes.
When he left here, he built Taj Mahal.
Yes, that's the historians say that. So.
Yes. عندما وصل هنا شاه جان وشاف هذا المبنى الجميل، اختلف مع أبوه وجده. جده كان الملك أكبر، اختلف معه وجاء هذا المكان إلى أن يحل مشاكل. فكان يشوف هذا المبنى الجميل وانبهر ومندهش من هذا المبنى، إلى أن قرر شاه جان بأن يبني التحفة المعمارية أحد عجائب الدنيا السبع، التاج محل. فمن البداية من هذا المكان، هذه الجزيرة الجميلة. الرخام في كل مكان، في كل الجزر. جاك مندر، جزيرة جاك مندر، وجزيرة قصر البحر، وكل مكان الرخام أحس إنه أكثر من السجاد، أكثر من الأرضيات، أكثر من الصخور. This is absolutely stunning. يعني من هذا المكان خرج التاج محل، من هذه التحفة المعمارية الجميلة. هذا المبنى كامل اللي تشوفونه خلفي مبني بالكامل من الرخام، ولا يوجد فيه أي اسمنت، ولا يوجد فيه أي نوع من الطابوق الحديث اللي احنا نعرفه من مئات السنين. How old is this place?
Oh, this is 1620s, means
almost 400 years.
400 years.
أكثر من 400 سنة. هذا المبنى الخلاب واقف على جزيرة جاك مندر، أعطى الفكرة لقصر التاج محل.